North Korea's only major ally, China, could cut the economic aid it gives if North Korea goes ahead with a third nuclear test. Well, that's the warning from an editorial in an influential Chinese newspaper, and it follows appeals from China for moderation yesterday as North Korea responded defiantly to tougher UN sanctions. Well, the BBC's Martin Patience joins me from Beijing. And how seriously is this warning being taken, Martin?
Well, I think it's significant because, Karen, because this is one of the most influential newspapers in China. The fact it's run an editorial which would have been approved of by the government censor, stating that if North Korea carries out a third nuclear test, then Beijing might cut assistance. We don't know the level of assistance that it would cut, but I think whilst publicly Beijing is calling for calm, privately, and what this editorial actually reveals is that there's a real sense of frustration on Beijing's side in regard to its ally Pyongyang's behaviour.
Yeah, how much does North Korea rely on Chinese support? I mean, not just in a financial sense.
Well, it relies enormously in China in terms of economic assistance, in terms of food assistance, but perhaps the most critical, crucial area is energy supplies. I think many people believe that if Beijing, for example, wasn't to give its full-hearted assistance to North Korea, then the regime perhaps would struggle to stay in power. That said, Beijing finds itself in a difficult position. It is one of the countries that can exert influence over Pyongyang, but I think there's a real sense now, there's a real question as to how much influence Beijing can actually exert, and that's perhaps why we're seeing this editorial, this warning from a state-run newspaper over what Beijing might do if Pyongyang carries out a third nuclear test.